Hi everybody, how are you guys doing? It's Yvonne here, and I'm here today to show you how to make this simple, pretty shaker card. It's nice and shaky, and it has all kinds of fruits and vegetables and the whole nine yards. Very, very simple to do. Another way of making shaker cards that I'm sure somebody else did it the same way. I'm not sure, but I just did it my way, and I'd like to share you how I did that. I took some to make this. We'll start by using a 4¼ by 5½ piece of cardstock, which will open this way, up and down. And then you will need, what I did is 2 pieces of cardstock, and I glued them together. And then I have this Christmas jar and accessory, which is a small mason jar. I'm sure you have them. They've been very popular. If you don't have them, cut one out. It's not that hard. Just cut out a rectangular and a rim for the lid. And I did the cut, and I also cut out 2 other pieces of that and glued them together to make the top of the lid, which is going to fit right there. Also, what I did is I have, again, you can use whatever you want. You could even cut it out with scissors, measure it and cut it out with scissors, but I had this die set kind of looking like a postcard, so a post stamp. So what I did is I took this piece here and cut it out. You get 2 pieces out of it. You get an extraction and also a insert, which looks like over here like this. So you actually have 2 pieces that you could use, but I used the inner piece and I glued it down just on top of here. So let's assemble this card, and then with sentiments and so forth. Let's take this and assemble it to the top right now. All I did was take you could glue it with liquid glue. It's whatever you feel like doing. I did it with my tape gun. It's really sticky tape. And this is going to go in the front of the mason jar. Okay. I'm not too worried about the remainder of the adhesive because I will take them out. So I'm going to put this down, just eyeball it. As long as it's level on the bottom, it should be fairly good for the rest, like this. As this one is the same thing, it sits a little lower, but that's fine. All I did was do this, and I have the front of my card. Then, if you use my method, you're going to have some excess glue, and you can just wipe it off with your finger by just rubbing it this way. Take the excess off, I should say, because I didn't put the adhesive straight onto the ridge. You can do this with any card, really. You just kind of rub, as long as your finger's clean. Make sure that your finger's clean. And you also have an adhesive eraser, which would work the same way. And I just find it goes up faster if I use my fingers, but I mean, hey, it's whatever works, right? So now that I have this all together, let us construct the pouch. The pouch is just an envelope, a clear envelope, cellophane bag, and all I'm doing, and the cellophane bag will fit behind here. So all I'm doing at this point is I'm going to grab a bit of shakers. You can use whatever shakers you want. I have these cute little fruits and yummies, so I'm going to put these in here. I'm going to put a bit. I don't necessarily put a whole lot. And I'm also going to put, I have some clear ones here, and I'm also going to add some of this iridescent ones. I find it gives a nice little effect. So I'm going to put this away, and here I have my shaker card. They're all going to mix up, and this is my shaker card here. So you're going to wonder how are you going to close this off in order for it not to make a mess. Well, I took my adhesive tape, I can find where I put it, here, and I just added a piece of 2 double-sided tape And the pouch is already bigger than what it needs, so I just edged it to the side like this and pull out the protector. I have no nails, pull it out. There you go. And then all I did was, that is seal tight. You will not see, we won't lose any on that. Then I flipped it over, and as you can see, it's going to fit. So what I did at this point is I added some adhesive right on the edge of my card here. Followed all 4 edges. It's really, really simple, guys. Nothing strenuous. A beginner could do this. It's really easy. And you don't have to build it up like we've done in the past with dimension and all that. You don't have to do that on this one. You just add the pouch. Like this. And I have some excess here, so I'm going to cut it off. Get my big scissors here. I didn't realize I didn't cut it short enough. But that's okay. I'm just going to cut it down like this. And it's still sealed. And there. Get that off of that. And here I have an instant shaker pocket. See how cute that is? It's adorable. Stinking adorable. Now I'm going to take my little topper that I've already put together the teal piece of the topper, and for a while there everybody was getting some mason jars for the fall because of the canning and all that. So if you have one in your stash, go for it. If you don't, take whatever you have that you can cut out a figure like this, and see, all your pieces are together. Now, what I did with the next one is I just cut out a piece of cardstock of the opposite color, and I stamped with the same color. What's this I hear? Well, this comes from a set from Stampin' Up! Called Sending You Thoughts. What's this I hear? And then I put sensational year for you. So it could be as a birthday card or a graduation card or somebody who has a promotion, anything like that. This card will be appropriate. So then I just centered this, eyeballed it, centered it like so, and I have the front of my card done. Then I just flipped it over, added some more adhesive all the way down, all the way across, and I centered it on my base card. This is how simple this is. I just took my card here and I added it on like I would add a card front, like this. And look how stinking easy this is. And you have yourself a shaker card. Now I took it one step further, and you don't have to do that, but what I did is I just took out a few here, and I had some mini micro dots, I believe here. I still have some left over, a few left over. And I took my pick and added some micro dots every 2, 1, 2, like that. And then I took my picker. I have this one here from We Are Memory Keeper, but pick up whichever one you want. And I just added them on the bling. See how sweet that is, how easy it is, and how adorable that is. So I did the whole card, all the way going around, and I ended up with a card looking exactly, and I will end up with a card looking exactly like this. And inside, I will add another sensational you. So this is how easy this card is. I will continue finishing it off camera since no use wasting. You know the idea of how I put this around. For some of you, if you're wondering where I bought these on Amazon, and I believe what they are is polymer clay done up. And there's watermelons, there's all kinds of cute little doodads in there, and it makes a beautiful shaker card. So try to take it out here of the glare, but it makes a beautiful card for someone and so easy to do. So I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial. Use up what you have. You have dies, put a square die. You don't have to have a fancy die. I just happen to have that. If you don't have a mason jar, you may have a cutout of a flower. You may have a cutout of anything, as long as it's large enough to put some sequins in a little bag, little plastic bag, so you can adhere it to the back and make a beautiful card. This is Yvonne, and I'm going to sign off for now, but I'll be back with another video on Monday, and you guys have yourself a wonderful week, but most of all, be happy. Life is too short not to be, and I will catch you soon. Ciao!